Welcome back, Phosphor Dot fans. Earl at thelogbook.com here with more Atari 7800 favorites. Add to our ongoing vault of Phosphor Dot Fossils. Here we have the 7800 version of Asteroids, which porting Asteroids at the time in the 80s was always going to be a challenge because the original game had a lot of fine detail because it was generated by a vector display. Going from that to a raster display made it kind of a whole different animal. But this one, since, some significant time had passed since, say, the Atari 2600 version of the game, the technology now existed to blow yourself to bits the very first time you do anything. And the second. If not the third. Well, that was quick. Thanks for joining us. No, the asteroids could now look like asteroids. Or planetoids. And they could look like, something resembling what they were supposed to be. I should have included a disclaimer at the beginning of the show that I'm not necessarily good at asteroids. In fact, sometimes I am terrible at it. This is one of those times. The game maintains the control scheme from the Atari 2600, which is that pushing up activates your thrusters and can occasionally put you in a whole new and exciting world of danger. If anything, the thrusters are a little bit much in this version of the game. Ah. And as you can see, I mean, some of the nicer little graphical details include the fact that the things you're blowing up, they have craters, they have surface detail. And that's really kind of a first for a port of Asteroids. I'll take it. Ouch. Pushing down, of course, will initiate hyperspace. So it's pretty much exactly the same control scheme as the Atari 2600 port, even though the 7800 did have a second fire button that could have been utilized for either thrust or hyperspace. Most games just used both buttons for, to initiate the same action, such as blowing yourself up. Or maybe that's just a problem I have. Asteroids was one of numerous titles that was ready to roll in 1984, but had to wait until much later because the hardware was kind of Rip Van Winkled when the Tramiel family bought Atari from Warner Brothers. See, that would have been a good time to use hyperspace, but I didn't, because I kind of stink. I like that there's some, and compared to other versions of Asteroids, there's some kind of just extraneous sound. It's just there to create the mood and help the environment, help sell the space environment. And yes, some of it's just random bleeps and boops, but compared to the original, the sound mix, if you will, in this version of Asteroids is pretty busy. There's a lot going on. So that's it for Atari 7800 Asteroids. We'll be back in a couple of days with another Phosphor Dot Fossil. Thanks as always for watching. Feel free to hit like or subscribe. And if you like what we're doing, feel free to throw us a coffee, join our Patreon, support us any way you care to.